Back when the price of games climbed from $49.99 to $59.99, my automatic response was,
no.
But in all honesty, it wasn't too much of a concern for me considering no car payment, no insurance payment, no rent, blah, blah, blah. I was fine. But now, $59.99, $59.99, $59.95. Hey. Every dime I get is hard-earned and time is precious. So, even beyond my journalistic interest in games, I have to heavily weigh the value of each purchase. Next up, Rainbow Six Siege from Ubisoft.
I called you here today because we face dire circumstances. Our only choice of action is to meet force with force. As of this moment, my program is reactivated, and I am handing over command of all global field operations to you. Recruit your operators from among the world's foremost elite. Orders and protocols are irrelevant.
Siege's gameplay is built on PvP engagements with high-value targets in highly destructible environments. The three match types involve you evacuating a hostage, securing a room, or defusing a bomb, but everything is attack and defense at its foundation. Attackers have a brief moment to survey the area with remote control cars taking note of the objective and the defenders as they set traps and put up barricades. You can enter the fray with a vanilla recruit with no special skills, weapons, or gear. While you can certainly be competitive with a recruit, the meat of Siege's gameplay is in the unique operators.
I know what you're wondering. What's in the canister? I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
Each of these guys can be purchased with renown earned through matches, terrorist hunts, operations, or simply completing training videos. Smoke, for example, is a defender that can detonate a canister filled with toxic gas only he's immune to. Montaigne, an attacking operator, carries a huge ballistic shield that he can extend to cover his full standing body at the expense of being able to return fire. Cool things like heart pulse detectors, burrowing breach grenades, and the like make each operator valuable in different ways. At best, you can communicate with a tight-knit team and execute a solid game plan using the different types of operators. At worst, a ragtag group of randoms can take note of who uses who pre-match and loosely work together. Communication is paramount to continued success, but I learned that the AI cues like calling out targets and traps with in-game dialogue can help a great deal even without a headset. Outside of the attack and defend multiplayer mode, you have two others. Operations have you take out targets solo and serve as a tutorial for the different attack and defend game modes. Terrorist Hunt tosses you and a group of players in the same maps filled with terrorists. You breach and clear on different levels of difficulty, and that's about it. The two additional modes can be completed in full in one sitting, and there's really not much motivation to repeat outside of cheap renown. Gunplay is your expected Rainbow Six fare. You're no bullet sponge regardless of how much armor you have on, and a slow and methodical approach to exploration will serve you best. If you adopt a run and gun style of play, you will find yourself dead and dissatisfied in no time. That's not to say you can't lone wolf it though. Some operators work really well in isolation, like Pulse with his monitor that can spot heartbeats through walls and floors, but a coordinated tandem will trump any solo more often than not. The presentation for Rainbow Six Siege mirrors that of many free-to-play games. There's a well-done opening trailer with high production value, setting the stage for a narrative that will only be addressed in passing. With Siege, Angela Bassett's likeness warns you of a massive terrorist attack, but it seems everything you do in gameplay is a training exercise. The true setup is Bassett asking for the best operators around the world, giving you your colorful cast of operators. Is Rainbow Six Siege worth the price of admission? No. While the PvP is tons of fun, there are too many other games giving you more for less, and even free, and a whole lot more for the same price. Siege, Battlefront, Titanfall, and Evolve are console offerings that jack the free-to-play model, but instead of giving continued support like a League of Legends, Warframe, or Dirty Bomb, they charge you for future content by way of a season pass, which Siege has for $29.99. There will be a few free maps along the way, but the rest is to be accessed via the pass. Those latter three games certainly have microtransactions, but those are usually limited to aesthetic changes and boosts for the game's currency. I love this industry and want to see it thrive, but I'll support video games and developers that support me with value. Value is most certainly a metric when we look at this creative work and the games like it, and this game gets 0. Nickel and diming has evolved into flat out robbery, and I'm not here for it. No bye.